Hello and welcome, 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 beautiful lights. Um, we are doing a Lightworker Academy celebration event. Okay. I'm going to ask if everyone could go on mute for a moment. That would be super, super great. Thank you. So here's the thing. I have had I'm going to be honest, the word is pleasure, blessing, just like, what's another word for that, right? It has been such a fabulous, modern saying, ride, for the past 4 years to be working with so many amazing, beautiful lights. And we're now at, right? I just hit this weekend, the 4-year anniversary of when I literally started, doing the mentorship programs and doing the Lightworker certification program. And I was like, okay, let's have a party. Let's celebrate this. So I took 4 of the things that, without diving into, that really intimate, right, hands-on mentoring that I do, I was like, what are 4 things that I could share with everybody that's going to help them, right? Help you to really move forward, right? To develop your abilities, develop your confidence, to really, so many light workers, healers, right? We're empaths, right? So being the one that's kind of in control of energy instead of letting it control us. And one of the things that is pivotal, pivotal, I cannot say that word loud enough, is how mindset affects our entire freaking journey from the soul to the outside. So these are the 4 things we are going to be going over this week. And here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to be sharing with you the proven stuff, right? No, I'm not going to pull out like a gazillion testimonials. All right. You want that? I'll post them somewhere for you. What I am going to say is, like, I know these things work. All right. So that's what we're going to do. And I want to explain a little bit about this event. So I could sit here and I can just talk. I can share knowledge, wisdom, tips, hacks, this, that, da, 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 da. It ain't gonna mean nothing unless you apply it. Okay. And I know that, right? How many times have we bought a book or a digital course and videos, and we watch this and we watch that, right? But we don't apply it, or we maybe attempt it like a little this, and then we stop and we never get back to it, da 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 da. And I realize that doesn't help you. And more than that, I feel like I haven't done my job, meaning my intent, my purpose for this 4 days with you. So there's a little something you might want to know. It'll explain how this came to me. I was born in New York and I'm a Jersey girl. And so I use that New York, New Jersey. All right, what can I do to really not only make this impactful, powerful, empowering, and life-changing for you, but also get you to do that thing that a mentor does, which is guide you, support you, and push you in the tush when you need it, hold you accountable, right? So that you do apply this stuff and you get to get the full experience. So I have decided rewards, aka bribery, is obviously the way to go. So here you go, guys. In the group, in the Lightworkers Path group, I have a guide going. I moved it to the very top. It is guide number 1. Every single day, go there and you will see a post for the day. You're going to see what we're covering. Today, we're diving into intuition. And let me tell you something, your intuition is a gateway to your psychic abilities. You're also going to find, yes, it's 111 here while I'm recording this. I love that, right? The ones is, hey, pay attention, what's going on. I love, love, love that. Thank you, Janelle. I also have a daily task. It is an exercise. It is an exercise so that you can really be moving forward. So it's not just shelf theory or shelf knowledge. Okay. Up, right? 1, 2s. The 1, monitor what's going on, pay attention, be aware. And the 2s are, you're manifesting faster than you realize the things you're thinking, doing around. I love that. You're going to find a task. Guys, it's not for me. It's for you. It's so you really get out of this. And then I have a bonus task. All right. Why? Because, well, you see, at the end of the event on Friday, I will be announcing prizes. And they are prizes that are going to go to those who showed up, engaged, and participated. Those that really went in and said, I am going to savor this. I'm going to make the most out of it. I'm going to do the work. I'm going to ask questions if I have them. I'm going to accept support and mentoring and guidance. Like, I am going to say, thank you, universe, for giving me a week to work with a mentor who is an expert in this field and to really learn this stuff, right? And your only cost is taking a little bit of time in your day to read the task and do it. They're not hard. But I am going to reward you for doing that, aka bribe, which is for everything you do, you get a point. And the top engagers are going to win one of 4 really gonna rock your freaking world prizes. Okay, these prizes that I'm gifting, no strings attached, are literally worth between $3,000 and like $2,000, right? And that is my way of saying, come on, if you need a little carrot so that you can do for you, you're welcome. Here's your carrot. All right. If you need any help along the way, post, tag me. Go into guide number 1 every day. You're going to see everything there. It's going to be outlined for you. You have any questions? Just, guys, for this week, I have literally cleared my calendar and my life to be here and do this with you. All right. So, not for me, for you. All right. Great. So today we're going to dive into the 1 spiritual gift. I don't care who you are, where you are. I don't care if you're tall, short. I don't care if you, live in India, you live in Hawaii, you live in the United States, you live in Saskatoon, Canada, right? We all start with 1 spiritual gift. That is our intuition. All right. And your intuition is is just so powerful and life-changing. Okay, what we're going to do today is we're going to focus on unlocking the power of your intuition. I'm going to show you ways to develop that intuition. And I want you to understand, it's not paper theory. I am going to give you tangible, proven techniques you can implement starting today. And it is 100% doable. Each and every one of us. You've got this. Honest. So I want to clear up. Sometimes the word intuition and intuitive, right? We tend to interchange them. And yet there is distinction. So before we want to, our intuition is a muscle. It's like any other muscle, right? So we're going to work that muscle. We're going to build that muscle. We're going to pump it up, that muscle. But before we start working on the muscle, you got to know what muscle we're working on. When someone says, I'm intuitive, right? Meaning I'm good with my intuition. I trust my intuition. Or some people go, are you kidding? I have no intuition. Intuition is when you are picking up or you are getting information that is for you. It applies to you. It is for you. It's not about anybody else. Your intuition. Now, the majority of people, it is most commonly felt in your gut. You've heard the saying, yeah, no, my gut's telling me. My gut's telling me. Or you'll say to someone, well, what does your gut say? These are phrases that have been around forever. Why? Because before someone knew the words and they're talking about psychic, because let's be honest, that was not a good word, like until more recently in history. We still came with this whole GPS system, our inner guidance system. And another way you may feel it, though, is some people may get what they call the spidey senses, right? You're like, my spidey senses are telling me, right? And you don't even really question that. Okay, that's your intuition. And that's what we're going to be building up today, which leads us into being an intuitive. There's difference between being intuitive, that's for yourself, and being an intuitive. An intuitive is when you are picking up, tapping in, getting information for others. For others. Okay? And that's like your other psychic senses. And it's kind of easy to think it's all the same lump thing, but it's really not. One is your GPS. The other is being able to read someone else's GPS, if that helps you with that. Okay, so we're starting with the you. Okay, now I have a quick question here. If I could just, if you want to just give me a show of hands, okay? When you, like, let's go back to that saying, right? Oh, my gut's just telling me, something like that. Or when you're just going, I'm really feeling this is the way to go, or I'm really feeling that's not the right thing for me. The word is feeling, not thinking. Going back to feeling, because your intuition is all about feeling. It has nothing to do with up here. Okay? Show a raise of hands. How many of you will often feel it right here in your solar plexus? You feel it in your solar plexus. Okay, yeah, right? And sometimes, here's another question. Let me know. Raise your hand. I'm going to give you a couple options. Sometimes it feels like just like a warm sensation, right? You're very aware that there's something right here going on. Other times, right? Like, raise your hand if this ever happens. Sometimes, though, it feels like this, right? It gets more intense. Yeah, right. It feels like this. Okay. So it's all coming here. How many, and this may have happened to you, what, how many times, though, where something and you maybe just feel like goosebumps, 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 right? Kind of just going through you, right? And not because of someone in front, right? It's just like you were thinking about something and then all of a sudden you got goosebumps and you're just, maybe you felt like these little like tinglings all over. That feeling is your intuition. Now, I want you to, did you notice? I just mentioned more than one way your intuition may choose to talk with you. That's important, guys. I really want you to understand we all have this gift. And while the majority of us will feel it a specific way, that does not mean it is the same for everybody. It does not mean that if it works differently for you, you're wrong, or you're doing it wrong, or it's not, or this or that. We are individuals. Each and every one of us is hardwired physically our own way. It's not always the same. And I want you to honor your light, your truth, your journey. Okay? This is important because if you want to buy into the fact that your intuition has to speak to you the same as it does everybody else, guess what you're going to do? You're going to ignore it, which means you're not getting the benefit. You're talking yourself out of being you. I'm here to tell you, don't do that. Okay. So, see, it's a pleasure working with me. Can you just imagine my clients? They just love this. So, you're all clear, being intuitive, being an intuitive. So again, everyone possesses intuition. It's just a gift. And here's the thing about it. It's meant to be used. Okay. Without getting into a whole other topic and training, when we are three parts, guys, we are soul, essence, spirit, that energy that is eternal. That's part number one. We are part number three, the body, the vehicle that houses that spirit, that essence, and navigates this life. We call it venture life on planet Earth. And then part number two is the brain hardware, the mind is the software. Let's start with part number one. When we charted this life, 99% of the time, you're not going to remember what it is you came to do, how to do, what you wanted to be, have, achieve, experience, all of that, right? It's almost as if the guidebook, the instruction manual, did not come out of the birth canal with everything else. But we all have that inner guidance manual. And that is your intuition. It is meant to be used. And here's the thing, we're going to work on this. When you are confident in your intuition, you are now open to being confident in any other psychic ability or spiritual gift you have. And what's really, really cool about that, all right, is when you start learning, oh, my intuition feels this way. And if I get this kind of feeling, I know my intuition is telling me blank. When you start to get things differently, then you realize, oh, that's not just my intuition. This is psychic ability. This is me getting messages. This is me tapping in and getting divine knowledge or wisdom or guidance. Oh, and it just blows open the doors for you. All right. To just unlock your other abilities and get you spiritual insights. And here's something I want you to know: trusting your intuition, when you get that confidence in it, because you now have, you're going, okay, I have a touchstone. I have something that's going to say, yes, no, this, investigate more. Like, I'm going to get it. I'm going to feel it. You trust yourself to open yourself to other possibilities, to trust other paths and potential that you normally wouldn't even entertain. You'd be like, no, right? Because now you're like, I know that I'm gonna follow this. Or if you get that intuition that says, hey, what about this? You're not gonna just cut yourself off from something that would be so freaking fabulous for you. And last, but absolutely not least, it helps you to navigate your life. Think about it. When you're trusting your intuition, it affects your relationships. It'll affect your mental health, physical health, emotional health, your spiritual growth and journey. It's like your career, your finances, your social life. Tapping into that intuition, where to live, how to live, what to do, where to do, when to do, navigating life. And that is why intuition is so important. So now before we go any further, I'm just going to ask, you might be thinking, all right, Erin, like, wow, this all stuff sounds really, really good. And I'm buying it at the moment, but I don't really know you. Why should I listen to you? Well, just give me a moment to say, hi, I'm Erin Kosher. I am the founder of Lightworker Academy. And I am a master Lightworker. I have been a psychic medium since I was a little girl. Obviously, I didn't know that then. I didn't know the words or anything like that. Come on, guys. I was raised and went to Catholic school. So trust me. No, it was, however, my earliest memories do go back to being 3-year-old, and I've been doing readings since I was a young girl, a child, and I have literally spent 50 years learning, experiencing, doing, studying, researching, and professionally, I've been doing it for well over 20 years. All right. And I am an expert at helping someone develop their abilities to find out and get the clarity on who you are and what your gifts are and what you came to do, be, have, achieve, experience, and guide you and give you the tools and everything to get you there confidently. I've helped lots of women and men. Okay, so that's who I am. I've got degrees, certifications, this, that, blah, 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 out the wazoo. You want to see those? You can hop on the website, look for them in the Lightworkers Path group. They're there. So now we talked about intuition. All right. I have a question real quick. Are you clear on the difference between like intuition and being an intuitively getting information. Great. Now, right now, please, I'm going to ask you, drop me in the chat. Where would you rate? Honestly, there's no right or wrong. Okay. But I want to know right at this moment, if I walked up to you and I said, hey, how confident are you with your intuition? Like, where would you rate your confidence with your intuition on a scale of 1 to 10? What would you say? Okay, Rose, today is great for you. Yeah, no, okay, great. Oh my God, I'm so glad you're here then. Oh my goodness, this is great. You know, anything below an 8, yeehaw. I am so glad the universe has brought you here today. Okay, absolutely. I love that. So let's dive into some strategies, okay? So, thank you, Christina, after working with Erin 910. Yeah, girl, you rocking it, rocking. You were one of, you were among things like the second round of Lightworker certification, right? Yeah. And spent too much time letting others make, let me get back to that. I want to answer you, Rose. Make others doubt yourself. All right. Well, you know what? We're going to fix that. Actually, I'm going to give you the tools. You're going to fix that, right? That's what a mentor does. A mentor empowers you. So here we go. This first step is going to sound so ridiculous because it would seem so obvious. And yet I can tell you it is the step that the majority of peeps skip. Make a decision. Make a conscious, deliberate decision that says, hey, I'm going to work on this. I'm going to work on building my intuition. I'm going to work on understanding my intuition. I'm going to work on building my confidence, making a decision. It's like going to a gym. When you make the decision, I want to build muscle or lose a few inches or feel healthier, more vibrant or whatever. It's before your butt ever goes to a gym, you made a decision. It all starts there. That's step number 1. I know it sounds silly. I guarantee you it's not. So make a decision. Okay, you know what? I'm getting my intuition up. I'm going to be 8. I want to be a 9. I want to be a 10. Here we go. Next, start using it. Start using it, which means you tell yourself, because you've made a decision, I'm going to now be aware. What am I feeling? Right? I want you to be aware. If you start getting that sensation in your gut, I want you to be aware. What are you thinking? What are you doing? Who's around you? Stop. Be aware. And also asking yourself for some guidance and for some answers. And then again, aware, how do you feel? Your intuition comes to you more often than not. The most common way is going to be a feeling. And even if you are somebody who has other clairs, where maybe you're clairvoyant, clairaudient, all of these other things, when it comes to your intuition, even if all of this other stuff's going on, you're going to feel, because it's an inner guidance system. So pay attention, right? So sometimes you might be driving and you just get a feeling, I should make a right. Whether you do or don't is up to you. That's fine. But I'd like you to kind of keep a little notepad with you. Just get a little skinny, tiny little thing. It doesn't have to be a big journal. And I want you to jot down those times when your gut or those spidey senses, right? What was it that you were thinking, feeling? Okay. And did you follow it or not? And then did it work out? So like maybe like make a promise to yourself once a day, right? Baby steps are still steps. Once a day, you're going to follow your intuition. If it tells you make a left here, just make that left. If it says your intuition is saying, grab an umbrella before you go outside, even though it's bright and sunny, grab the umbrella. I want you to listen, you can start with minimum once a day. Listen to your intuition and then keep track. Keep track. I listened to my intuition. It told me bring an umbrella. It rained. Or it could be, listen to my intuition, brought an umbrella. It didn't rain. Glad I had it. I had to stop and be outside. And it was 90 degrees today, and that sun would have just blistered me. You may not know the why, and that's okay. And it may not be, please call the front desk. If everyone could please mute. I'm sorry. Kelly, if you could mute, please. So okay, great, thank you. So anyway, it may not be big earth changing. You may be like, all right, well, I listened to my intuition. It said, don't get in this lane at the supermarket, get into this one. And well, I don't know, it didn't look like that one went any faster. I don't know. It doesn't matter, because here's the thing. Sometimes it prevents something. So it looks like nothing happened, and that's because you listened to it and nothing happened. When you start out, sometimes think of your intuition as like that guidance system that says, hey, let's be friends. And it's going to ask you, come, trust me, let's just let's walk together. Okay? And so just start doing that. If you want, guys, wait until we get into mindset and what I call training the puppy. Okay? That's the whole thing, right? One day I'm actually going to finish that book. I've got it started, called Training the Puppy. But we like rewards. It's not just for kids. We all like rewards. We all like a atta girl, atta boy, good job. Here's a free coffee of this or that, whatever. And while this may sound ridiculous, I'm telling you, it is often the simplest, easiest things that make such a big difference. Go to your dollar store or your craft store or something. Get yourself some stickers. Maybe some little stars, but it doesn't have to be stars. If you like rainbows, if you like unicorns, if you like SpongeBob SquarePants, it really, honest to goodness, get yourself some stickers. I'm gonna see, I normally have some right here, but I know my granddaughter was pilfering, made the mistake of bringing her into my office. But do a little, if you write in that notebook, just for every time you followed your intuition, give yourself a gold star. or red star, green star, or give yourself a SpongeBob sticker, or even make it really fun and just put a piece of paper and just put the day, and you're going to know what it means. And just each day, or get a calendar and just put up your calendar. You don't even have to write anything. If you want to on there, put like, yep, haha, this happened today. Um, okay, right? 2 seconds later, the car behind you ran the red light. Oh my gosh, Janelle, thank you for listening to your intuition, and you didn't rate yourself very high. So I want you to really look at that. And I want you to start with a gold star right now, or SpongeBob, or whatever. Just get a regular, go to a dollar store, get a calendar. And for every day that you listen to your intuition, you give yourself a sticker. You're visually going to see that. It's going to have the physical body release all of that feel good chemicals in us. And what happens is up here, the mind goes, oh, she likes that. And, ooh, so we're listening to our intuition. I'm going to be helping her pay attention now, because we like feeling good. And it becomes a game, and it becomes fun, right? And you'll do it more. And what happens when you work a muscle? You may not see something the first day, the third day, the sixth day, but before you know it, oh, look at me. Oh, look at this, right? And you build it and you develop. And here's another little thing. It sounds little. It's so important. It is so important. And it's one of the things that, unfortunately, um, too many people really don't have, which is one of the reasons why um, Lightworker Academy, I have a group. We have the group program. We have the group program where like-minded, like-hearted, spiritual, right, get together. We do a weekly training. We have fun. We share. We bond, because having someone to share your journey with, someone that is going to cheer you on. We all need that. We are light workers. We are empaths. We are healers. We are mystics. We are spiritual beings. We here, we understand that we are connected, and we want to be connected. Now, yeah, there's too many where you're like, I don't want to deal with people, right? Because we get so hurt. And that sucks. I'm not going to lie. I'm not going to sugarcoat that for you. It sucks. It sucks big time. We do, however, have a choice of saying, I'm not going to be with sucks. And even if it's just one person, I can guarantee you there is at least one person in this world that they're. And if you can't find someone, reach out. You may want to join our group program, okay? Because our ladies are phenomenal. I love them. And have someone to cheer you on, right? Because think about it. Whenever you're doing other things in life, right? If health and wellness industry, this is massive, 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 right? When someone's going on a new nutrition plan or diet plan or exercise, whatever, science, this is statistically proven. Those who do it with somebody else, whether you go for walks, you're going to the gym, you're sharing recipes, or just someone you're going to call and say, oh, guess what? Today was my weigh-in, or today they measured, or today this. Having someone else to share it with, statistically, more than doubles your success rate. I want a hands up if you heard that. I want to make sure that you understand this. It's not one of those fluffy word things. Even if your bestest bud that would have to be like in another country, that's fine. Absolutely great. I'm so glad you heard that because it's so, so important. So you're going to start by deciding, and you're going to tell someone. You're going to say, so like right now, I'm playing mentor. So I am going to hold you accountable if you allow me. I will cheer you on if you allow me. But more importantly, I want to make sure going forward after this week, you have someone, right? And you're going to call and say, guess what? I made a decision. I'm not feeling so good about my confidence and my intuition. I'm going to start today. And here's what I'm doing. And I'm going to let you know how it's going. And ask them to be there, right? Say, listen, here's what I'm asking. I'm going to call you, or I want you to hit me up with a message saying, so what happened today? Excellent. All right. When I tell you this more than doubles your success rate, it's not just my words and not just my experience personally and professionally, and not just my experience with all of my clients and students and people I've worked with over the decades. This is science. And that's why you'll see so many things. They will tell you there is a support system in place because they know how important it is to your success. So the bonus strategy, I already kind of talked about that celebration record. You can use, like I said, get a calendar. But yes, having something I do with all of my clients and students is we do a celebration box. Now you can use a box, a bowl, a bag, a basket. You can use whatever your little heart desires, right? You can use a notebook. And it's literally every single day. I know it sounds like a pain in the ass thing. It's really not once you get in the habit. You can speak it into your phone and then just jot it down later. Excuse me. I want you to keep track of something, celebrate each and every day. Each and every day. Now, it could be listening to your intuition, but it may have nothing to do with that. It may be, I heard a song I loved today. I haven't heard it in 30 years. And you could just write down, I heard, I don't know, the first thing that came to mind is Blowing in the Wind. And I've got to tell you, that's really not my favorite song. So I don't know why that came up. But all right. Or it may be someone gave me a coffee. Or it could be something like, I needed to make a turn, this car let me go. If you grew up in New York and New Jersey, you would know what a freaking celebration miracle that is. Okay? All right. I'm going to celebrate that. Seriously. It could be someone sent you a little gift, right? Or message that just said hi. It could be, all right, ladies, it could be because we're coming up here, spring weather, except for today, it decided to go from 70 to in the 30s. But we are going to come up on some nice weather. And ladies, it could be, I shaved my legs and I am not hemorrhaging to death. That's a celebration. It could be, oh my gosh, I put the cake in the oven, but remembered before it would have been burnt. That's a celebration. Each and every day, there is something to celebrate. Why is that important? Again, remember the stickers and that feel good? Ah, the more we become consciously aware of things to celebrate, the more feel good juju that runs through us, the more feel good juju that runs through us, the more open we are, the more trusting we are of ourselves because we are feeling good. And it's not like I've knocked back a few beers feeling good about myself and I'm going to go drunk dial. No, this is like a legit, like I'm feeling good. I feel good about me. I'm aware of things. I'm going to trust it. And again, your mind is going to go, oh, she likes that. She likes things to celebrate. Well, we're going to bring more of that. Where your focus goes, your energy flows, and that's what grows. The more you like make a decision, right? I'm making a decision that every day I'm going to write down at least one thing to I'm celebrating today. And it could be I'm celebrating I woke up on time and I felt good. That's a celebration. It really, anything. You're going to find a shift in you. And that shift is going to affect all of you, including your intuition and your intuitive gifts. Okay? And this journey on planet Earth. So again, make a decision, right? Understand you can do this. Practice. You want to practice your awareness. You want to practice using your intuition. You want to keep track of it. Also, when you can physically see tangibly that proof, you start believing yourself more. You know that saying, you have to see it to believe it? There's a part of that in each and every one of us. All right, so good. You want some proof? Here you go. Look at my stickers. Look at my little notes. Look at me. Look at the message I sent my bestie. It's all like, here you go. And that builds your confidence too. And again, have that person to share with. If you don't, hey, for this, come on into in the group. Leave me a note. I promise I will cheer you on. I will support you. I will get you going. And then maybe you want to investigate the Lightworker group, all right, where you can have that. So in the Lightworkers Path group, there is today's task. Remember, we talked about rewards. If you have not already gone and looked at today's task, please do. And go ahead and right there, leave me your answers. And for those that, sometimes, you're like, okay, that was cool, but I want more, I want more, I want more. There's a bonus task. So for those that are like, yeah, no, I want even more out of this, there's a bonus task. And you do the bonus task and you end up with just an extra, I don't want to call it a ticket. I don't know what to even call it, but an extra point in the whole participation, engagement, playing full out. And again, everyone who does that is going into a drawing. And on Friday, I am awarding some really phenomenal prizes. Okay, so that's day one. I want to open up, take some comments, and I want to make, Janelle, are you still there? Are you able to talk? Kelly, are you, I want to hear right now from the first number that you put when I said, how much do you trust your intuition? How much more confident now are you feeling that you're going to be able to up that number based on the things today? Thank you, Julie. Thank you. Thank you. I love hearing that, Kelly. Great. Right? And do it. And I don't want to put you on the spot. So I'll just say, you don't have to put it in the comments so much unless you want. But if you're going to do this, if you are really going to say, you know what, I'm going to give this a go, even if I just do it for a week. Can I see how many of you say, yes, yes, I'm going to do this. I'm going to do this. Excellent. Excellent. I love that. Yes. Good, 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 good. Yes, yes, yes. I love, love, love this. Yes, yes. And guys, you need me? Tag me. All right. Tomorrow we are talking about energy. Energy, right? Everything's energy. Our thoughts are energy. Our emotions literally means energy in motion. Everything around us is energy. There's a million wavelengths of energy. Everything physical is energy. It's everywhere. Guys, we are energy. So tomorrow we are going to talk about that, and I'm going to teach you some techniques. These are the ones that I teach to my VIP students and clients. This is important stuff. All right. And I am going to show you how to be more in control and not at the whims of energy, and to also get more in touch with your own energy. Christina, okay, yep, I'll go ahead and tag you on that. All right. If you have any difficulty, guys, finding anything, post in the group, tag me, say, hey, can't find. I'll make sure to get you there. All right. And so until then, I will see you tomorrow. All right. Go forth, shine bright, and have fun. All right. Bye, everyone.